Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy C4 here, and today we're going to be looking at the Valorant agent called Viper. Just like with my last two videos, I'm going to be having a look at how this agent can be used when the game comes out. These are the kind of things that I want to try, and I'm going to be kind of comparing it to how you might use it in a game like CSGO, just because apparently that's supposed to be like the closest game to this. Before we get into that though, just a reminder, I've got a giveaway running. All you have to do is like one video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and just drop a comment to say that you've actually liked it. I'm going to be giving away one £20 gift card to the winner and two £10 gift cards to the runners up, and that will be running up until the Valorant release date. So anyway, let's get onto the video. So the first ability is called Snipe Iron, and what this is going to do is fire a projectile that's basically just an acid puddle onto the floor, and this is going to cause damage to your enemies. From looking at this one, you can kind of just compare it to a Molotov. This one doesn't obstruct any vision, and it basically just serves the purpose of stopping enemies from moving through a certain zone, or maybe even flushing them out from an area. An example of how you would use this on the attacking side is actually flushing out the defenders from a certain area. So this example on overpass, we're flushing out a player from the barrels position. It's obviously like a head glitch position, so it can be quite annoying to actually fight against. Obviously if you Molotov this, when you're coming out from this sewer area, you don't have to worry about that. You kind of just have to worry about them either pushing down the ramp or moving off down into a more defensive position. With the defending side, I thought it'd probably be used more as like a zone defense kind of thing. So again, on overpass, you'll see this one thrown quite a lot on B. It's going to stop the rush into this like sewers area. This can be useful as a defender if you want to go and take that early information to see if they are down towards that area. Also, once you've got that information, obviously you can send one player back to the other side because you know that they're not there. So yeah, I think this one's going to be really important, and it's going to be the reason why Viper's going to be used quite a lot. So the next ability is called Poison Cloud, and to me this just looks like a mix of a smoke and a Molotov. I think with this one it just gives you more peace of mind when you've actually smoked off an area. You know that the enemy's less likely to actually run through that because they're going to take a lot of damage. Again, with this one I think defenders are going to use this to stop rushes. You can actually put that smoke screen down, but also enemies are going to take damage if they run through it, so they're not going to know where you are, obviously because it's smoked, and then when they do run through, they're going to be easy to just mow down because they won't have much health after running through. And then on the attacking side, I think we'll be seeing this used to section off bits of the site. Then obviously if the defenders want to run through this, they're going to take the risk of actually taking damage. I think using this on the attacking side is basically just going to lock off that site. Defenders aren't going to want to push through this just because they're going to take that damage, especially if you've already put damage down early in the round. Once again, to me, I think this one's going to be really powerful mixed especially with the other Viper abilities. The next ability is called Toxic Screen, and I'm really excited about this one because actually it's going to put down a really long wall that's just going to obscure the vision of the other team. I can see this one being really useful on the attacking side, and as you can see here on Dust, I'm just like throwing these smokes out to show kind of how this will work. It's going to put down this massive wall, and like if you can imagine using it on this, you're just blocking off half the site. Also with this ability you've got the option of actually bringing the wall down and putting it back up. So obviously you could say to your team like, I'm bringing the wall down, make sure you're ready, and you could pull it down and look for them defenders that are actually holding that, and then as soon as you need that cover again, you can just pop the wall back up and enemies won't be able to see you again. And then just coming over to mid to look at how this might be used on the defending side. It's kind of looking at how we could maybe put a wall down the whole of mid to just block that vision off. They obviously can't push this until the fuels ran out, and if they do decide to, obviously you've got that advantage because you can actually patrol down the other side and just watch for them pushing through that. Once again, to me this looks really powerful. I think we're going to see this used a lot, especially on the attacking side. I think it'll still be useful on the defending side, but on that attacking side, the ability to just section a part the site off is going to be so useful. And then moving on to the ultimate, which is called Viper's Pit. This one's going to put up a massive toxic cloud in a large area that lasts as long as Viper stays inside the cloud. Also, any enemies that enter that cloud, Viper's going to be able to see with a little highlight around the enemy. From what we can see, it's basically just like having wall hacks inside that cloud. Also, the enemies are going to take damage while they're inside there. It kind of looks like their health goes down to 1 HP while they're in there, so they don't actually die, and then as soon as they come back out, their health starts regenerating again. From looking at this one, as long as you can get the bomb down on that attacking side, this should be a free win, just because if you put this ultimate down, Viper's got so much control over that bomb site. I think it'll be the same for the defending side as well. I think they're going to want to use this in a post-plant situation. So if the bomb has been put down and Viper's still alive, you need to get her ultimate down, get in there, and just look for them enemies with that wall hack ability. Obviously this is nothing like we've seen in CSGO, so I couldn't really get any footage for this one, but hopefully you find all that useful. I think it's good to see like a visual of how this might be used in CSGO, just since this is supposed to be like the closest game. I also think understanding these abilities early on is going to be what separates the best players from the good players. So if you did enjoy this and you found it useful, I'd suggest subscribing, because I'm going to be doing one of these on each of the agents, and hopefully it'll help us get that edge over the better players when this game does come out. That's it for this one, guys. If you did enjoy it, please consider dropping a like, and I'll see you next time.